Still live, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Milly Goats. It is episode 69, October 8th, 2023. Let us be the first to wish you and yours a happy National Fluffernutter Day. That's an odd name and day for episode 69. Get your minds out of the gutter for Fluffernutter. Because we got some stats on that. Boys, currently, San Francisco 49ers. Taking on the Dallas Cowboys, Texas, and Butch's team. So the score is 14-7. We're all watching right now. So if we
Niners are AK's team. Yep, we're gonna have intermittent pauses in the broadcast to tell you.
Brock Purdy rolls out, throws a dart down the field, down the sideline to the nobody.
To the
is that Anthony Richardson out there? Okay. Okay. Pat Mahomes does that. The internet shuts down. Okay.
He throws it from a different arm angle, though.
He did. That's true. All right.
Off-platform throw.
Lot to get to tonight, boys. Lot to get to. Football recap. Welcome in, Butch. We're trying to win the Milly. I could not have been farther from the Milly than the Bills were from winning that game. Or Texas is being back. I was terrible. Did anybody else win the Milly or even get close?
No, but I finished pretty dadgum high on this Guinness. Guinness free shit. The Guinness free when I was top 3,000.
You would have won some decent money if you played that lineup in the Milly.
Damn it!
I played the wrong lineup in the Milly.
It was like a top. It's like a top 5%.
My Milly lineup was cooking until Connor decided to get hurt and go out. And
that was a baloney call.
And Joe Mixon decides to get stuffed 3 times in a row on the goal line.
Dude, what is the deal with running backs this weekend getting stuffed at the goal line?
Dude, is there a problem? They don't want to get hurt. Oh, Butch is gone.
I just feel like running backs don't know how to run behind blockers anymore.
Happened to Texas.
Stretch. It's all stretch. It's all stretch plays and
tush pushes.
Yeah, tush pushes. It's not even tush. It's not even
brotherly shoves.
Stretch plays and like RPO stuff. I mean, it's not like actual behind the blockers running.
This is a bullcrap call, by the way. Okay, that's a football play.
It's a football play. Let him play football. What's he supposed to do?
McCaffrey over the middle. Got hit in the helmet. Whatever. Okay.
What's the court safety supposed to do?
San Francisco, Dallas playing right now.
You want to talk about terrible calls? And I'm not just talking about bad calls for the Bills. I'm talking about bad calls for the Jaguars too. Those refs in the London game were awful.
Dude, it was their time to shine overseas.
They were so bad for both teams. It was really a disgrace to the game.
We have a whole weekend of football to try and get through. Oh my gosh, just vicious out there.
Ate him out there. Eat him alive.
We got Tex on Texas. We got to talk about that. But Circus Chat, we haven't been live on there.
Let's go, Texas.
Download the app. That's the only thing he's got this week. Download the Circus Chat app.
Let's go.
It's a group chat message. You take your group chats live. Look, search for us on the app. The Milly Goats. We're the first one there. Hall of Fame bets. Build your parlays. Look up your research. Elite stats where you can filter everything. You can see who they've played, when they've played, last 10, last season, all this stuff. Who's in, who's out, who does well when, who's in, and who's out. It's phenomenal. Hall of Fame bets. Promo code MillyGoats. There goes McCaffrey. That's a great play call. Promo code MillyGoats. First 50% off your first month. So we got to give this is loser's lair right now. The Vikings lost DYLON. Texas lost Tex and the Bills.
Texas didn't
traveling
lose.
On 2 days rest. J-Vi.
Texas didn't lose. Oklahoma won.
J-Vi.
Hey,
calm your fellow Bills Mafians.
Look, I'm only on here right now just so y'all can go ahead and get all your talk out of the way and give me a hard time, and then I'm getting off because I'm going to bed. If the Bills would have won that game, I would not even be here right now. But
wow, so virtuous.
Check the tape. I told y'all last week the Bills never play good against the Jags. So if I didn't tell you it was coming, I kind of knew this was coming.
This is him trying to rationalize. What do you say about Josh Allen throwing for 380 or whatever it was and all those touchdowns, but Stephon Diggs is still throwing tablets on the sideline?
Hey, dude, we just played bad. I mean, I would say this game's on management. We didn't play great. We were sluggish on offense. For everything that happened to our defense throughout the game, they didn't play that bad. I mean, we went into the game without our starting 2 DBs, our starting 2 defensive ends. Our best linebacker got hurt in the first series. Our best defensive tackle got hurt in the first series.
Mm.
So we're basically playing with only 4 starters.
Mm.
And for them they played well. I'm not going to fault the defense. They didn't get stopped when we really needed it, but they got stops throughout the game. We just need to move on from Elam.
The corner?
Accept the fact that was a bad draft pick last year and move on from him. He can't guard anybody. Couldn't stop Ridley on 3rd down. So on the last 3rd down, what do? We put a safety on Ridley.
That doesn't make any sense at all. What do you think that sleep had a factor?
I think 100% that playing or going out there on Friday was a terrible idea.
That was a horrible idea.
And then they tried to stay up Friday and just sleep longer on Saturday. Nobody had their legs. You could tell. You could tell that we were sluggish. I mean,
Are you sure it's not due to conditioning? I remember reading Two Bills Drive. They said bad conditioning.
I wouldn't say it was bad conditioning for this year. I mean, nobody can turn around that quickly on a jet lag. Nope. I will say, I will say this. As much as credit as the training staff deserves for saving DeMar Hamlin's life, our strength and conditioning staff has got to be one of the worst in the league. Because every year, one of our star players goes down.
Mm.
And we consistently deal with injuries that kill our season.
Are you worried about the Jets winning? And now the Dolphins are in first.
You guys, and you got to go to Miami?
We don't have to go to Miami until the last game of the season.
Last week of the season? Okay.
Yeah.
But you got to go to Miami.
Yeah.
And you already got 2 AFC losses?
Yeah.
A division loss and an AFC loss. Are you worried now? Now it's our turn to go. Are you worried now about how the Bills lost a home game on the road and now they're in the quantum realm? They don't know who they are. They're Zoolander meme.
They're Ant-Man
you hear
trying
how
to
loud
find their way
Mafia
out.
Was? Jaguars were getting...
You went too small. You went too small, dog.
Jaguars were getting offsides and false starts because our crowd was so loud.
That was the first thing you said, though, in the group chat was a home game, Bills Mafia.
Yeah.
He said Bills Mafia travels. Dude, that game was sluggish early on, by the way.
Yeah, it was terrible.
11-7 forever.
It was terrible.
Oh, Russian touchdown, McCaffrey.
Yeah, played him. Hey, played him.
I forgot to get in a Sunday slate.
I might do a clean sweep of all the showdowns. And
I won the Sunday slate.
You did?
Yeah. I came back and got you.
Tex and I literally have just been sending eyeball emojis for the past hour every time somebody makes a play. No words, just eyeball emojis to each other.
Like the last 50 text messages between us, just eyeballs.
You got everything out of your system there, J-Vi. I mean, what do you think looking forward, dude? This is Bills time, dude.
I think the best thing that's happening to us is that we play the Giants next week.
But what about
that?
Game?
But
revenge game?
Revenge game for who?
Tyrod Taylor and for Dayball. Because Daniel Jones got hurt.
Guess who's calling the plays?
Hey.
Dayball.
Hodgins too.
Ooh.
They have our team.
Gonna be giving up all the plays.
That's like Miami and San Francisco. Anything else? You're not worried? You think they're still a playoff team?
Can I go first? Can we get right into the tail lines and I go first?
I think it's going to be a dogfight. But our offense is still healthy, knock on wood, right now. So, as long as we
Do
keep
you
that
think
rolling,
so?
as long as we keep that rolling, we'll be fine.
I
But
saw Latavius Murray out there
I-
again.
I'm really am disappointed in like overall office management, team management. Like, we're supposed to be this big defensive team, and we're supposed to be built on defense to stop teams, and we don't have very good backups in key spots, and
You don't have
it's
depth.
kind of let down.
Don't let him fool you, folks. He sat up here the last few weeks and said, "Who's blown out people by the most points? The defense is the best. Who's given up
We
the least
were,
amount
and
of points?"
then we were led to making a poor decision and traveling on Thursday night, Friday, 5-hour time difference. Like, I don't know how. It's so silly to me. You're just asking to.
So are you
When
saying
the
the
other
defense
team's been
can't
there all
defend
week.
time? Are you saying the defense can't defend time?
No, can't stop nobody on third down. We haven't been able to do that in like 5 years.
Big third down. We made those hats. Go
Dude,
buy 'em.
it's never a big third down for us.
It's always a big third down. Oh, the Bills. Look at this. I mean, call AAA. Somebody get AAA on the phone because the wheels are coming off. Wheels Mafia.
Hey, I grew up with this.
All right.
We'll be fine. It's like that meme where that person's sitting in the room with
Everything
there's a
on fire.
It's fine. It's gonna be fine.
Tex. We're getting right to it, dude.
Let's go.
Texas.
What a weekend
Not
to lose. You know what I mean? Like, it had other teams get upset. Texas is still in the top 10 with a shot to get back in there. Hey, we're right where we want to be.
What, with a loss?
Yeah, right where we want to be. All you got to do is win. Look at the rankings. You got Washington and Oregon, who play each other this weekend, who are both right in front of Texas. So one of those teams is going to lose, and Texas is got a bye. So one of those teams will drop behind them. USC looked not good. Not a threat
They're
for
a
them.
ticking time bomb.
Yep, not good. Their defense is not good, and their offense was bad this week. Couldn't move the ball against the Arizona. Come on.
Caleb Williams is getting too addicted to how cool can I look in the pocket and how many TikToks can I make? How many TikTok pocket
about all that
throws can I make?
Then you got Florida State at number 4. Come on. Then you got Michigan, Ohio State, and Penn State all up there.
Who all
those
play
are
each
teams
other.
they're all who all have to play each other. So
I'm not saying Texas is dead. I'm just saying they're not back.
I'm just saying you can't say that.
And I'm saying they're not back because, well, they have the advantage of the media on their side because every talking head in the world was like, Texas is the best team in the country. Texas is the best team in the country.
They play as bad as they possibly
can. This is a real team.
And it still takes a miracle drive down the field to beat them.
What were they doing, dude?
Bad as they I don't know, dude. That was like some horrible football.
Speaking from a guy whose team loses these games, bad teams lose close games, dude. App loses every close game they're in. Bad teams lose close games.
Yep. Well, they go like 1 or 2 for 10. Not Hall of Fame numbers. Texas. Yeah, I think media's on their side, so they're still going to get a bunch of votes, and they'll have.
They can still play for the Big 12 championship. And
West Virginia's ahead of them right now in the Big 12.
Oh,
I just look at their schedule.
Take me home, country roads, to a place.
5 this week. Houston, BYU, Kansas, all at home.
They already played Kansas.
No, they're playing at Houston. Kansas State, sorry. Kansas State at home, at TCU, who's not great right now, at Iowa State, and then against Texas Tech. And Texas Tech might be the one trap game.
They already had their trap game. You don't get 2 trap games.
Yeah.
All right. That's Texas and the Bills. National Fluffernutter Day. In 1917, Archibald Query of Somerville, Mass. invented a sweet marshmallow-like spread called marshmallow cream. Before that, in 1913, during World War I, Emma and Emery Curtis of Melrose, Massachusetts, invented snowflake marshmallow cream. They published a recipe for a peanut butter marshmallow cream sandwich, the earliest known example of a fluffernutter. Where did the term fluffernutter come from? Advertising agency for Durkee Maurer created it in 1960 in an attempt to effectively market the peanut butter and marshmallow sandwich. What do we think of the Fluffernutter boys?
Overrated.
Love them.
Overrated, dude. Fluffernutters are where it's at, man.
My dad used to make these for us all the time.
Question: did you toast? Did
Yes.
you toast the? Okay.
Toasted bread, peanut butter, marshmallow fluff.
You got to toast it because it's almost impossible to spread marshmallow fluff on untoasted bread.
Yes, agreed.
You have to toast it. Somebody in this article I was reading said that they put bacon on it.
Ugh.
And I almost threw my computer out the window.
I could see it being pretty good with bacon on it.
No.
Get that salty.
No, that's a totally. You have the toast for the crunch. You don't eat bacon anywhere near that. You don't give me the texture argument. Now, what you could do is probably smother bacon. You could smother bacon in peanut butter and marshmallow fluff. Yeah. Now we're cooking. So that's National Fluffernutter Day. Go eat a Fluffernutter. They're delicious. On the show, Week 5 recap. DraftKings, our tail lines we're about to get to. Homer Alley. We let J-Vi go first. Get it off his chest. Hang the banners. Other relevant sports news. College football. The Listener League update. Congrats to the dudes overseas. They went 1-2. Even though somehow we screwed it up and only made the top person winner take all.
I know.
It's like the third week in a row we messed it up.
I was sitting there at third for a while, and then James Conner got hurt. My lineup just started dropping.
Brutal.
That's what happened to him.
Stop stealing our T-shirts and our intellectual property, our designs, and unblock us Reddit college football, you cowards. Hey, Adams, you can have the lone wolf back. Yeah, we put out a new hat, big third down. Every day. My wife asked me, she goes, what does that even mean? I said, have you never watched football with us? Every third down, we always look at each other and we go, hey, big third down here. Big third down. Doesn't matter.
You should have heard me on the plane today.
You big third down
the
and
guy
all the way.
beside you. Hey, big third down here.
I was like, we gotta get a stop here. The guy's like, what? I'm like watching it on my phone on the plane.
Like this.
That's how we gotta get a stop here.
Did you give the elbow nudge? Did you see that?
Were you wearing your Zubas?
Nah, I didn't bring the Zubas.
Did you travel in
I
Bill's gear?
I used to travel in my Zubas.
Yeah, I was wearing what I'm wearing right now.
Is there anything better than seeing somebody who's a fan of you that you don't know and you lock eyes and you just head nod and you're like, yeah,
dude, go Bills.
We're going to war together in about.
You give them the go Bills. And they say it back.
Let's go, baby. All right.
Did I ever tell you guys a story about when I saw Dre Legree, App State great Dre Legree, in the airport? We were both on the same flight to. We were connecting in Arizona, and he was out there to try out for the Raiders, and I was wearing my Zubas, and he couldn't believe it. He's like, dude, those are the greatest pants of all time. Took pictures of me and everything. He said, I got to take a picture.
You've never seen him?
You've never seen him. Never seen him. This is like 10 years ago.
Wonder what he's doing. Days. Never know what he's doing back there. Football tail lines.
Yeah, I know what he's doing, but anyway.
Because everyone does headlines, we do tail lines. We're against the mold, baby. Niners just got the ball back, by the way.
They did.
About to go downfield and score. App State. So before we do that, App State update. Tuesday night, boys. Sold out on a school night, a weeknight, playing Coastal Carolina.
I'd love to win that game.
Sold out.
Sold out on a Tuesday.
Revenge game. Big time revenge game.
Conference championship still up for grabs, even though we were disgusted seeing Wyoming go to 5-1, beat Fresno State, and North Carolina is going to be ranked in the top 10.
Handle Fresno State. No, Carolina is, where are they at? They're 12, I think.
We were talking about that today. It's like, I still like think of App as like a really small school, like when we played there. Mm-hmm. And so like you see North Carolina just mollywop these ACC opponents. And the last 3-4 games that we've played against North Carolina have all been one-score games.
Come down to the last play.
I'm like, we would be a mediocre ACC team, which is just like mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, it's like we win that game, we beat Wyoming, we're what, 5-0?
Yeah,
and we're ranked without question.
Yeah,
it's infuriating, and we should have won.
Both.
Anyways, App State sold out Tuesday night. Going to be on.
Be interesting to see if they go back to Burger.
QB controversy.
Yeah,
I don't know. What would you do? I still play what's his face.
I would too.
He's a baller, dude. He's a baller.
Unless like he
All right.
just goes haywire, I'd play him.
Yeah,
Like if he
I
throws
love
like
his-
three picks in a game, all right, let's throw Burger back in there. But
he's aggressive.
yeah,
Like he
He's a
has that
gunslinger.
dog in him.
Gunslinger.
I love it. Okay, tail lines. Tex, you wanted to go first. Go ahead.
So I've got to ask
Holy
one
whistling
person in this
Dixie
room, whose seat is hotter, McDermott or Dorsey?
or Sarkeesian.
Or
you asking me?
yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, lots of complaints on Two Bills Drive about the play calling of Dorsey.
Ooh.
There's a whole post about is McDermott on the hot seat? Should they fire him at the end of the season if they don't make the playoffs? Lots of people upset right now about what's going on.
Calm the nerves.
Dorsey's got like a calls run plays, gets 6 or 7 yards per play, then goes 3 passes in a row, 3 and out, killing drives.
Hey,
They run the
24-hour rule, dude. Dude, we didn't run the ball at all this game. James Cook had like 4 rushes for negative 6 yards.
That's why he lost.
Dude, we didn't have any legs, man. Couldn't get any
Why
push.
use your arms?
So is Sarkeesian on the hot seat?
No.
Counter
Still
question.
top 10 program.
Oh, is that what you're settling for?
They did lose to Oklahoma.
Can't lose
the
to
Red
Oklahoma,
Room.
dude.
All right, J-Vi.
My tail line this week goes out to Croc cowboy boots.
Yes, I saw those.
Dude, all blacks. I'm not even a Croc guy. I don't even wear Crocs.
Wait a minute.
Those things look filthy.
Have you
all
not
black?
No.
I thought I sent a picture.
Those
Maybe you did.
Tex is gonna buy a pair right now.
Dude, they're like extra tough meets Crocs.
They're shiny. They look like little they look like snake skin.
That was a big third down there. Ayuk dropped it. Dallas gonna get the ball back.
Big third down. Big third down.
Have you not seen those? Here's my tail line. What in the holy mother of everything on earth was Miami University, the U, doing running the ball at the end of the game?
My wife knows nothing about football, and she goes, I feel like they weren't supposed to do that.
They could have kneeled. They could have taken a knee. Game's over. What do they do? Inside zone or whatever it was, handoff, dude fumbles. Georgia Tech hits a walk-off bomb to win the game, and Miami is no longer undefeated.
I don't know what they were doing.
Dude.
By the way, those Crocs cowboy boots are filthy. I just looked at them. They got gator skins and everything with the spurs on the back you can add on there.
Gators? You mean Croc skins?
Croc skin, whatever.
Conflict of interest there.
That's pretty sick.
Oh, my gosh.
There's some Balenciaga version of them that's $800. That's crazy.
Hey,
Ooh,
that's
go with your scotch.
Yeah.
$800 boots and
Somebody told me one time they had some of an $800 bottle of scotch, and then told us about it about 6 times. How about that Hypnotic and Hennessy post?
Hey, you already know when I come running at you, it's a blue or a green drink. What's about to happen?
All right,
might never happen again, but
no.
Homer Alley, we don't have anything. Niners and Cowboys are playing right now.
Locked in a dead heat right now.
DYLON did send us something that he wanted us to read for the Vikings on behalf of the Minnesota Vikings, who pretty much Justin Jefferson got hurt.
Let me read. I can go to Norse.
Here's DYLON, resident Vikings fan. First play, I said, send me a synopsis of what it's like for this game. First play of the game, 16-yard pass, fumble. That was hilarious, by the way. Wasted 2 timeouts in the third on what should have been an injury timeout for Bradbury, and then wasted the challenge to avoid the 5-yard penalty for too many men on the field. Find him butterfingered interception on a first down that they was scored 2 plays later. JJ going out for the end of the game took away those double coverage and shade looks. Hawkinson dropped 3 easy first downs, still had a chance, and Kirk forgets that half of the Hail Mary consists of him throwing the ball. Dude, he took a sack. I was like, that's as Kirk Cousins as it gets. Oh my gosh.
Dude, I was reading that JJ turned down the highest contract you could ever get for a wide receiver
Yep.
because he's worried about who's gonna be playing quarterback.
He thinks that him and Kirk can be the most dynamic quarterback receiver duo in history. So
Yeah, the
there
Daily
you go.
Norseman's really upset. They're like the season is over.
Mm.
With a post
Hey,
why
I
we
called
suck.
that though.
They can still win. Well, no, the Lions are what, 4-1.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, they're good. Lions are good.
I don't know if they can win the division.
The
Lions are good,
Detroit
man.
for real Lions.
Yeah. Woo. Man, we got Fred Warner out there covering. Who's number 3? Is that Cooks? He was running with him too. All right. Hey, you gonna head out or you gonna stick around?
now I'm heading out.
Can you hit our theme music?
Yep.
And then you can head out.
You're so cool.
And on our show, you're gonna rule. Football, we love you. Wow.
All right, boys. It was fun.
Hey.
I'm going to get some rest.
Do it.
I'm
Turn your
glad.
tail.
I'm glad y'all got that out of your system.
Tuck
New
your
week.
tail. You didn't give us the whole show to keep ripping on the Bills.
Y'all are gonna do it behind
gonna
my
do it.
back.
No, we won't. I'm doing it. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna keep on ripping on the Bills.
Sunday night, Bills redemption game.
Against the
Peace.
Giants?
Yep, I'm out.
How many
Bounce-
New York
Is
teams
it
are we
a
going to
bounce-
get
is
in
it a
prime
bounce
time?
back game or a fall flat game?
Bounce back.
Before
game.
you leave, must win or can't lose.
You know what we're doing? We're staying in London all week, and we're going to travel back to America on
Yeah.
Friday and see if we
The
can
Bills are coming back on Friday from
Yeah.
London.
see if
Dead
we
or
can-
alive game
They're
Sunday
coming back
night.
on Saturday. They're gonna fly on Saturday.
All right, boys. Later.
See ya. Okay, J-Vi out. Tex and I will take you through as we watch this game. Oh, get him, get him, get him, get him. You're not outrunning that, Dak. Sorry. Nope.
You're behind
Dre
me.
Dre Greenlaw is probably my favorite player on the team. He has such
He's an animal.
ferocity when he plays. He doesn't care if you're inbounds, out of bounds, up, down. He's going to knock your face mask off, clean off your helmet. I love it. Out of Arkansas. I remember when they drafted him. Told you and our CEO stats. That guy has an awesome story. He does. He has a cool story. If you don't know anything about Dre Greenlaw, go read his backstory. Muck the Stalls listener contest. We stunk it up again.
Yep.
We made it winner take all when it should have been the top 3 or 4 payout. But thank you everyone for joining. We had 20 people. The podium, the dudes from overseas, the UK, Fields of Fantasy took 1 and 2. Tampa Loof, 200.66. Nathan Dowie, 190.68. And we had the Earnhardts, 3 for Dale, 182.52. Den Dog, 86, 180.34. And Heavy Steps over there at Game On, 179.96. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and participating. There we go. So Tampa Loof played a Tannehill, DeAndre Hopkins stack. That is gutsy.
Who would have thought?
He also had like Brees Hall and Montgomery, and I think Achane. He had a pretty good lineup. So kudos to him. Scoring over 200 is legit. So here we go. Cheers, Greg. We had somebody chime in. Greg, what's up? Cheers to you. Jump in that contest next time. Roast. Let's roast. I finished dead last.
Did you
I
break
scored
100?
I didn't even break 100.
Mm.
So bad. All right. It was DYLON was just ahead of me by like half a point. So we stunk it up in that thing. But hey, guess
Not
what?
advice.
Not advice. Guess what? We get to do it again next week. So I put up some polls. I put up some polls also. Worst football game to watch. Worst football guy to watch a football game with. And the 3 answers were, it's over guy, rewind guy, predicts every play guy. Tex, what do you think of those? Who's the worst?
Replay guy.
Replay guy. I think No, I think it's over guy won considerably. So maybe you should change your tune. There was a lot of it's over bit flying around on the group messages this weekend. A lot of games being called over before they were deemable over.
Particularly the Texas game.
CEO of Stats called it's over like 10 minutes in. The other one I put up was, which quarterback would you rather have? Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy. Which quarterback would you have?
My quarterback.
Who's that? Dak?
Dak.
Mm-hmm. No, that's not what the people said. 70% of the people said they'd have Brock Purdy.
How'd you word the question?
I said, who would you rather have as your quarterback
of
your football team?
Who'd you list
That's
first?
It. You what?
Who'd you list first?
I don't remember. I mean,
leading question.
Do you want a guy who's listed
Survey
first? Do you
invalid.
want a guy who's second because he's going to finish? He finishes the game, first half or second half guy. Let me throw it back in your
second half guy.
We're about to find out.
But yeah, we
live on the airwaves. Okay. So that's the Muck the Stalls listener contest and some of the other polls we did. We had a Thursday night game. Greg is asking how the Dolphins did. We're going to get to that, but they beat the Giants. Yeah, they beat the Giants pretty handedly. When they play a team that doesn't have the type of talent they do, they bury them. So it'd be interesting to see. I mean, Buffalo obviously is the team there that they're having to compete with in that division. So I bet you were happy, Greg, to see the Bills go over there on 23 hours of sleep and get handled by the Jags. So Thursday night football from week 5, we had Washington. Oh my gosh, dude. Taking on the Bears in Washington. Washington lost this game to Chicago. I don't remember the score. I don't.
Badly.
It was
40,
bad.
Yes. Chicago put up 40 points.
Whew. Justin Fields was 15 and 29 for 282 and 4. Well, DJ Moore, we all saw that 8 for 230 and 3, and he could have had 4 if he would have been hit where he's supposed to. So we had a 300-pound defensive back blitz from the sideline. Some dude came running on late. It looked like the special teams punt. Dude came running off from the sideline, and it looked like an arena, like a Canadian football play. Like he just comes flying off the sideline. That was hilarious. The Bears, yikes. Washington defense was supposed to be their strong. The Bears running backs got hurt, Khalil Herbert, and then the Washington defense giving up 36 a game now. So
I went all in on that. Captain the D got me -1 points as captain. that hurt badly.
Is it a good thing that the Bears won? I don't know.
Good
for anybody.
Good for me in the division.
Yeah. Good for the Bears as a organization. Like everybody's like, do they keep Justin Moore or Justin Fields or get rid of Justin Fields, draft Caleb? Now they're winning games, so they're pushing themselves out of the top of the draft, but they're not sure if Justin Fields is the guy. So is it a good thing if they keep winning? I don't know.
Well, if they keep winning, they won't be able to get maybe they'll get another quarterback from somewhere.
But do they want another quarterback?
Maybe Drake May. They won't be getting Caleb Williams if he comes out this year.
So Howell, everybody's like, oh, Sam Howell's not the answer. Like, okay, so when Justin Fields sucks and looks terrible, it's the coach's fault. When Sam Howell goes out there and throws for 388 yards and 2 touchdowns to 11 different receivers, he's the problem. Sam Howell is the problem. Are you kidding? Who would not take 388 yards and 2 touchdowns to 11 different guys? That tells me he's seeing the field. Like, people are giving Sam Howell a hard time because, the enemy's calling the offense. It's like, oh, the enemy's dialing it up. Sam Howell's just not the guy for the whatever. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Anyways, Bears win. Who do we captain on Thursday night showdown, dude? Who do we captain? I'll tell you who I captain.
I captain the D. The football team Commanders D.
I captain the DJ Moore. I told you. I told everybody. And then I let all of you know every other message that I captained DJ Moore.
Because he's catching the ball every other throw.
No, he had 52 points. J-Vi gave you Curtis Samuel. He had 18.5. Not bad. Yes. Football team text, not good. Brian Robinson forgot to show up because he only had 8.3, and that's who Butch and DYLON captain.
They're playing from down, though. They're playing from down, so they couldn't use him.
They're primetime man dime hot guys, so I cashed in this one because I had DJ Moore. So, but that's the Thursday night game. Okay, moving into the games that we liked on the main slate, mainscaping Sunday slate. 2 games were 50 plus, KC and Minnesota, and Philly and LA. I don't think either one of those hit 50. KC won 27-20, I think, and Philadelphia won 23-17 or 24-17. So neither of those hit. So on that, I did give you the Denver and New York Jets, baby. Denver and New York Jets. Over on was 43.5. Denver favored by 1.5. Nope. This was a hilarious inning because nothing was really good to watch about this game. Zach Wilson, I bought in. I said if he scored 20 points, I'd get a volleyball. Zach Wilson gets the Wilson Castaway Trophy Memorial. We'll have to get that to him somehow. Russell Wilson fumbled on the last play, dude. He got strip sacked. The Jets picked it up. Bryce, not Bryce. Yes, Bryce Hall, not Brees Hall, picked it up, scoop and score. And that's how the Jets beat the Broncos.
The one thing that was really cool about the Denver game was the running back.
Oh, McLaughlin?
Yeah, that dude's a beast. He's 5'7".
He can fly.
190 pounds, can fly. Was from like a D2 school and then transferred after COVID to Youngstown State and ran is the NCAA leader all time in rushing yards.
Oh, I did not know that.
Dude, he's an animal. Played high school football at Forest Hills here in North Carolina.
I did not know that either.
Mm-hmm.
He's a baller. I mean, he is a baller. But yeah, that was a bad idea to buy into Zach Wilson. He got it moving there at the end of the first half, but then it got bad in the second half. So, and Russ in just hilarious fashion, that strip sack was just poetic. Tex.
Russell got bailed out by his running backs, he'd throw a swing pass and he'd throw it 100 miles an hour at him, or on a screen pass or something. And they're having to like catch it one-handed or bop it up in the air and then catch it and then go. I mean, he's always on the verge.
There's so many Kevin James memes going on for Sean Payton because Kevin James played Sean Payton in whatever movie that was on Netflix. He's getting memed out of the. I mean, I don't know, Sean. The Broncos are terrible. Anyways, all right. Tex, you gave us Buffalo and Jacksonville. Over under was 48. Buffalo favored by 5. I don't think either one of those hit.
Nope.
So, anything else on that? We kind of covered at the beginning.
Yeah. I think other than Buffalo Bills are done for the season, I think.
You
verge
think this
of not making the playoffs.
So at the second quarter, right? We're through the fourth quarter or first quarter. Now we're in the second quarter of the season. Bills aren't a second quarter team. I don't know. And our mom, and she's feeling it. She's in shambles right now because of the
feeling
Bills.
the heat.
She's questioning the team. So I think she has to take the flag down to reset the mojo, try some different stuff.
They do got a pretty favorable schedule coming up. Giants, New England, Tampa Bay, Cincinnati is going to be tough. Then the Broncos, then the Jets. But then they go to a buzzsaw at the end of the season.
So they could
Dallas, Chargers, New England, Miami.
They can turn around. All right, J-Vi gave us originally San Francisco, Dallas, but I think he was just being J-Vi. But he said Miami and New York. Then he said the Miami and the Giants, 47.5 over under. Miami was favored by 12.5. I'm fairly certain both of those hit. I can't remember how much. What did Miami do? I know they put up like 38 or something. Hold on, I got them right here.
31-16.
There you go. So no, it didn't hit, did it?
Nope.
Wow, frauds. Are the Dolphins frauds? 31-16. You're right.
I don't know.
So didn't hit the over. Yeah, didn't hit the over. 31-16. They did cover though. Danny Dimes got hurt, but that Achani or whatever he wants to be called, dude, he is lightning in a bottle. Tua looked good. Tyreek was running wild all over the field. The Giants looked hapless. That was the first touchdown they've scored in the first half all year, and it was on defense. They haven't scored an offensive touchdown in the first half. They just look lost. I don't know if Saquon means that much to them or if that just, I don't know.
Their offense is in shambles.
Yeah, to say the least. I mean, the Dolphins, again, Waddle's back. He caught a touchdown. Tua looked pretty good. He did make that boneheaded throw that cost a pick six. But they've got a 1-2 punch at running back, and that little running back they got out of Texas A&M seems to be the dude. So, Butch P gave you Minnesota, Kansas City. Kansas City, Kelsey got the over-run was 53. Kansas City favored by 11.5. Neither of those hit either. Kansas City just somehow keeps finding ways to win, or teams keep crumbling when they have a chance to beat them. That's the thing I can't stand about the Chiefs. Like, all their fans are like, we find ways to win. It's like, no, the other team, like the Vikings, finds a way to just puke all over themselves. Like, Justin Jefferson got hurt. I don't know. The Chiefs, that Rashee Rice guy's coming around. Kelsey got hurt. Taylor Swift not at the game. Who cares? But anyway, so that was Minnesota, Kansas City. From a DraftKings perspective, I don't think anybody. Travis Kelsey was a good tight end play, but other than that, I don't know that anybody. Jordan Addison was okay, but I mean, I don't know. The Dolphins had a lot of points. I mean, Breece Hall, the Dolphins from the games we gave you, but and then
played the Dolphins D too. Dolphins D was crucial.
It was pretty good. Not top, but it was up there in the top scoring. We got a list of that. Okay, other games that stuck out. Final score: the Houston and Atlanta. Atlanta won on last second field goal. C.J. Stroud's real, dude. I don't know if you've watched him play at all. He's a dude that you watch. Most of the young quarterbacks look like their eyes are saucer dishes. They look like the cartoon who, sees the girl walk by and the eyeballs pop out of their head.
They look like Danny Dimes.
Yeah.
Bewildered out there. They zoom in on his face, and before the snap, he's like freaking out. You can see it in his eyeballs.
That's a hold. Oh, my gosh.
No, dude. Quit crying.
That's a hold. Throw the flag. He tackled him in the backfield. Anyways. But, yeah, C.J. Stroud's for real. C.J. Stroud looks calm in the pocket, throwing it all over the place. Never looks like he's frazzled. Oh, here we go. We have to play backyard football where Dak just scrambles around. Yep.
Nice gain right there.
There we go.
Nice gain. Oh, get off. He's
Desmond Ritter. Desmond Ritter was phenomenal today. He was the QB2 on DraftKings. The QB2 on DraftKings. He was QB1 before Jalen Hurts got done. So shout out to Desmond Ritter. And then he led that game-winning drive. Everybody trying to rip on Desmond Ritter. Hey, man, he came out and stuck it to you. Oh, Butch is back. Oh, Butch only comes back when Dallas is in plus territory. All right.
Oh, no.
Baltimore and Pittsburgh. Oh, sack him. Woo! Get the ball. Baltimore and Pittsburgh, dude. Baltimore got beat in Pittsburgh. In Pittsburgh, they scored one offensive touchdown, right? To Pickens.
Yes.
But he was electric today. That was a great throw by Kenny Pickett down the sideline. But I'm telling you what right now, dude. We can say whatever we want to about Lamar, and yes, he did not look good at the end of the game, but his receivers dropped 6 balls in the first half. And Butch and I were talking earlier, 6 balls. And at least 2 of them were touchdowns. I mean, wide open in the end zone, standing still, ball hits them in the hands, touchdown, and they dropped it. And Nelson Aguilar dropped one down the sideline. They ended up having over 10 drops and probably 3 touchdowns that were dropped. So, in your face.
So for all the people like myself that played Lamar and wonder what was going on, yeah, that was me. I was like, what is going on out here? This was not a bad play.
You're wondering what's going on, and you're saying, "What's going on out here?"
Yeah.
If you're wondering what's going on, what's going on?
What's going on? Just ask.
I said, "Hey,
just Marvin Gaye this thing.
What's going on?"
And I said,
Going full share.
Oh, geez.
Put your wigs on.
Greg, what's up? Greg, what's up? The Dallas Cowboys and the Niners are playing, and both myself, obviously Niners fan, Butch P. Tex, Dallas Cowboys fans. Dallas just made a 50-yarder. New Orleans and New England. New England is dead. Dead.
Yep.
Gone.
They are in full rebuild mode. I don't know if Belichick is going to make it through the season. I watched him last week. He had his hands over his face. He's just doing the full, like, he didn't know what to do or where to go.
Dude,
the fan base is.
Yeah,
they lose 34-0.
It's a hard.
Did they get shut out? I know they
got
were
shut
getting
out.
They were getting
34-0.
shut out. It was
34-0.
Yes. Wow. That's back to back, like 30-some point losses. They're dead. I mean, QB controversy too. They put Bailey Zappi in.
They will be contacting Brady to come back.
They're in the Caleb Williams sweepstakes now.
Hot take.
Oh yeah.
Are the Patriots first in line to trade for Kirk Cousins?
You know what, Tex? That thought crossed my mind earlier today too. I was like, I wonder if Belichick is after Kirk Cousins right now.
That's a perfect New England system quarterback. Yes. All right. New Orleans doing 34. Yeah. Yes. And retire it. Carolina, Detroit. Carolina's bad, but Thielen. Hey, they said they don't have any weapons. Yeah, right, dude. Thielen's a weapon. Come on now. You don't go out there and get over 100 yards and 11 catches and you're not a weapon. He should be offended. He should hold out. Thielen should hold out until they call him a weapon.
He's having another season like he did, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago with the Vikings when he had like 10 or 11 games in a row with over 100 yards.
Well, let me ask you this. Like this, it just popped into my head. Are Jefferson and Cousins as good without Thielen there to be the sure bet? Checked it.
I would say, yeah. Addison's good, dude. Addison's good. I think they are.
I think Thielen is better because he left or had to leave.
Oh, he gets to shine now?
Yes. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's obvious. I mean, the Panthers don't really have a whole lot for them, but Thielen is balling, you know.
Yeah, he had over 30 points on DraftKings.
Again.
Yes. Greg, I'd rather the 49ers over Dallas. Never liked the Cowgirls, even in the cookie.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, that was good. Giants, Miami. We already. Yes, that song. Giants in Miami. I did put up a poll about who was faster, whatever his name is, or Tyreek Hill, and people still think Tyreek Hill. People still think Tyreek Hill.
I don't know.
Tennessee, Indianapolis. Indianapolis won this game. Richardson hurt again because he runs the ball a lot. Zach Moss stole the show. Josh Downs was really good for DraftKings. So was Zach Moss. DeAndre Hopkins was really good. This was a sneaky little game that had some nice plays in it. But I was watching that.
Not
What
Derrick
a
Henry.
throw by Brock Purdy right over the linebacker. They keep trying to drop that sucker in there in Tampa 2 coverage with Van Der Esch. And Purdy's just dropping it in the bucket out there. But yeah, Trent Richardson, I watched that game. And I know he's got all the size and the speed and the intangibles. Dude, there were like 5 throws when he was playing in the first quarter where I'm like, who is that going to? I mean, missing by like 20 feet high. It was terrible.
Is his name Trent?
Anthony Richardson. Did I say Trent?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Trent Richardson's not throwing the ball anywhere, buddy.
He's been gone, right?
Anyways,
Oh,
anything else on that
Richardson
game?
only rushed 2 times for 5 yards.
He got hurt. He got hurt on the second one.
hurt his shoulder.
Yeah, he hurt his throwing shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh.
Minshew 11
Anyways.
for 14 and 155 in relief.
Cincinnati goes in and beats Arizona on the road. This was the Jamar Chase game and the Joe Burrow game. Connor got hurt, so Jamar Chase went nuclear. He had like 52 points. Unbelievable. DraftKings. And the Bengals, because the Steelers won, that helped out the Bengals significantly. Because now they're only 1 game back, I think. Unless the Browns are 3-1. I don't know. But anyways, Bengals aren't dead. They revived themselves. Philly, LA,
Browns are
Koopa.
2-2.
Okay. So yeah, the Bengals are right back in the mix, dude. Right back in the mix. Here they come again. Philly and LA, Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua can still coexist. Both had like 20-some points. They both were top 10 wide receivers on the week. And
but
the Eagles
they
still
lost.
can't. Yes.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Eagles still Jordan Lewis. Uh-oh. Y'all don't need that. But the Eagles still can't stop the
holding.
pass.
Bring it back.
Here we go.
And we talked about the Hackett revenge game with the Jets in Denver. Breece Hall was phenomenal. Zach Wilson was not.
Brees Lightning.
Bad. Yes, dude. Guys we liked from the Sunday slate, slate of emergency, week 5. Let's go with J-Vi's wide receivers here. He gave you Michael Williams. What a dime, dude! What a throw!
It's holding.
Oh, he'll do it
You're
again.
way behind.
J-Vi gave you Michael Williams.
Oh my
Actually,
gosh.
Mike Williams or Mike Wilson. Sorry, from the Cardinals. He had 2.8 points. Not a good follow-up game for that guy. He also gave you Tyler Boyd, who wasn't bad, but not what you wanted him to be, 9.9. And Alan Lazard was attached to Zach Wilson, so you can imagine how that went, 6.3 points. Quarterbacks, I gave you Matt Stafford, who gave you 16.88. I thought he'd get more, especially with what Puka and Cooper did.
Should have, anyway.
Yeah. And Zach Wilson was a complete flop, but that was a lot of fun to play him. I tried to sneak him into our contest.
Hey, it was there for him. I mean, Denver's been atrocious. So,
dude, can he throw a prettier ball, Brock Purdy?
Dude,
oh my gosh, dude! I keep catching out of the corner of my eyes just Brock Purdy throwing rainbow bombs all left and right. But Zach Wilson was a fun play. I tried to play him in our league of record there, and that turned out so bad because I got last. All right, Tex, tell us about the defenses.
Well, I missed big time. You know, I was saying Ritter's not the guy. Well, he kind of was the guy today. Just for today. Carolina, not great. And the Giants do suck. So good call on the Dolphins D by me. Also played them.
Credit to you.
Credit to me. But 11 points for the Dolphins, 7 for the Lions, and 4 for the Texans D.
Butch P.
Isn't too bad.
No, dude. I mean, they didn't get it. They didn't have. I thought the Lions would do a lot better, but Carolina fought because of Adam Thielen, the weapon.
Oh yeah.
Butch P. Nice call, dude. What's your
Monty.
percentage? Yes. Did you put him in every lineup?
No, that's the thing. Is I kept going down all these random rabbit holes, or not random, but just making all
Paralysis
these lineups.
by analysis, so they say.
Dude, yeah. And then I got stuck on Derrick Henry for whatever reason. Now I gave the
Whoops!
people Monty. I played more D. Henry, who was a bust, and Zach Moss stole that show in that game. So he had the numbers I was looking for King Henry. But anyway, I gave the
Tajay
people
Spears still had 17 points.
David Montgomery. That first tud for 42 yards was a beaut. Saw it with my own eyes. But yeah, he had a solid game. 23 points, probably something like that. 24. But anyway, a lot of running back plays out there. Brees Lightning played them. Octane played them. Those were some dandies. So
yes,
there you have it.
I think there was like 4 or 5 that were Fire Flames. And what we're talking about here, people who are listening who don't really listen to our show or never listen to our show, DraftKings. We are doing guys we like. DraftKings. So they have a certain price that you have to put them into your lineup, and we would like for them to score a lot of points. So Montgomery was one of the top running backs. DYLON gave you Tyler Conklin for tight ends, Higbee, and then Kelsey. Kelsey had a good game. The other two, but tight ends have just been terrible across the board all year in every form of fantasy football that you can imagine. DraftKings, regular leagues, whatever.
I think I went with more Dalton Schultz, who had 19. Laporta Potty right there had 19 with him. A little more expensive, but still 19 points. So,
dude, he's attached to CJ Stroud. And I was talking with Tex and I were talking earlier. CJ Stroud is legit. He looks like a player. Gotta love D'Amico Ryans turning that thing around. Okay. Scumbags and studbags. Quarterbacks. Lamar, we talked about that. He had 11.94 points, but 10 plus drops by his receiver. Josh Dobbs was pretty highly owned relative to the field, and so was Danny Dimes.
Coming back to earth.
Yeah, both of them. Running back scumbags. Bijan, nope, 12.8. King Henry, Kyron Williams, the Gus Bus. All of them ice cubes. All of them ice cubes. Justice Hill keeps stealing touchdowns. Wide receivers, Wan'Dale Robinson at 3K was 20% owned.
Wow.
20. The word was out.
So he wasn't sneaky at all. I think he got hurt too, because at one point when I looked at a lineup, it had out over his name. So whatever it may be, but still 6 points. It didn't kill you there because he was so cheap. Wasn't anything that you wanted, but better than a dud.
Justin Jefferson.
Than spending 7,500 and getting 10 from Henry.
He outscored Justin Jefferson, who got 5.8. Gary Wilson 8.4. Mike Wilson 2.8. Devontae Smith, jeez, scored 1.6. Tight ends, Higbee had 4. Hawkinson had 10.1. And Hunter Henry had 0. Then defenses. Yes. Tennessee, New England both had 1 point. Carolina had -2. These were all the ice cubes. When we look through these, we look at who's owned the most in DraftKings and if they have ice cubes or not over their name. And if you know what that means, then you play DraftKings. Tex, are you looking at the doc? You want to read the stud bags?
If you know, you know.
At quarterback, Hurts, Ritter, Goff, and Burrow all had days. At running back, you had Moss, Brees, Achane, and Monty, who I played. Paired him up with Goff.
There you go. You're welcome. Hey, you're welcome.
Yep.
There you go. Come on the show.
Come on, Joe.
Chase had an absolute wagon of a day. Played him
Hey.
in my best lineup.
There you go. If you
Did you play him?
I played him.
Nice.
In my 187 lineup, I played him.
you probably weren't going to win if you didn't have Chase.
You scored
That's just the way-
187.
Yeah, I sent you the lineup. I scored 187 in one of my lineups. Yeah, I had him. I had
Solid.
him and Burrow, and Boyd, and Laporta, and Thielen. And
How'd Boyd do?
9 points.
9.9.
Yeah,
Oh,
10 points just about.
Yeah.
But still, my only downfalls in that one were Collins for Houston, and Mixon. Mixon and
Scumbag.
Pacheco. Pacheco doesn't get the touchdowns, and I played him just because I was hoping to get yards. But yeah, I mean, it was a wagon of a lineup right there. Totally.
187 was a lot. You would have done well.
Yeah. But anyways, continuing on tight ends: Goddard, Laporta, Schultz, Pitts, and Troutman.
Dude. How about Laporta?
Yeah, Laporta's having an absolute season. Beauty.
he's nice. They got a little trickery on that second touchdown of his.
Yep.
It was a flea flicker, I believe.
I think the 49ers just ran a play similar to that earlier tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. There was like
the same play.
Well, I think the Chiefs ran a flea flicker too, didn't they? In that game. Maybe. I don't know. But it seems like I've seen like 3 or 4 times today somebody doing a trickery play. So they must send out a memo through the NFL and say, hey, let's get these guys.
Dude, you knew the Goddard game was coming. He's too talented.
Well, it's just like Kittle
Dak interception.
Right now.
Dak interception counter. We got to update it. Number 2. What was he doing? That was double covered.
Yeah.
Anyways. But Goddard, like, he's
what happens when you're down 18.
Yeah, true. Jalen Hurts dishing that thing out. It was A.J. Brown last week. I think the last 2 weeks has been A.J. Brown. Then it was Devontae Smith. Now it's Goddard. Like, one of those dudes is going off. But, yeah, Goddard had a nice day. It was – and then the defenses with New Orleans 24, New York Jets 18, Pittsburgh 18. Cincinnati 16, the Giants 12. But like we were talking
who'd
about,
have thunk that one?
Cincinnati being 12.
No, Cincinnati being 16, Giants being 12 against the Dolphins.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Jets, and really the Jets too, putting up 18.
Well, I actually played the Jets.
Smart move.
But
you should have a podcast.
Exactly. You know, the thing about the defense, anything can happen. Just like that Giants interception right there, pick 6. Any of those defenses can do that on any given day, and it just goes their way, and they get,
that's why
pick 6. You're probably going to be in the positive on the defense scoring end.
Well, the week. Think about it. The week that the Cowboys were playing the Cardinals, they were the most expensive defense, and the Cardinals ran all over them.
Yeah,
I'm not using that to like rub salt, and I'm just saying that's just a clear example.
Yeah, sure you are.
I mean, now that I had thought about it, now I think it's hilarious that I use that example. But it's just one of those things where it's like, hey, defense is locked in, surefire. No, dude, you can have somebody return a kickoff on a defense that's $2,200, and they're the top defense, and their defense sucks.
Yeah,
dude, I had the Panthers defense in 2,200. They had negative points today.
Yeah, so did I.
It's still cashed.
There you go. So picking the wrong defense doesn't kill you.
No.
But it was this weekend was a weird example of we were talking about. Like there were 3 or 4 teams you needed to key in on, and that was it. That was it. Like it was an ugly weekend of games. So, anyways, all right. Main slate roast fest. Butch P. Derrick Henry, explain yourself.
Dude, I mean, the Colts look like they've been giving it up on the ground. King Henry and Tennessee, they like to run the football, as everyone knows. And it didn't happen. I did play a Tannehill, and
Hopkins.
I did see that Hopkins had a good day, but other than that, I mean, it was King Henry. And then I go back. I'm like, I told everybody Monty. I played more Henry over Monty. I had Octane.
Coward.
And I did a.
Didn't listen to yourself. Trust your gut.
Yeah, dude.
I know. I
Trust
even
your
had
fantasy gut.
dude.
I even
Straight
did a
up-
3 running back,
straight up the gut.
running back flex with Brees Lightning in the flex with Octane and Hunter or Henry. Derek, how about Derek Henry here? But anyway, I'm like, dude, if I got that, 14, 15 more points, that thing would have been humming because I think I played Chase in about every lineup. So I scored on that one pretty good. But
that's how my showdown lineup was with DJ Moore.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
DJ Moore, the captain, you were cash, and you were up there. Tex, how in the world did you settle on Goddard and how did both of you settle on Hopkins? Was it just because he was cheap?
Yeah, but
I mean,
he was the last receiver that I picked because I was trying to build up my roster, and I remember picking Goddard because I was like, he's got to have a day at some point. At some point, he's got to have a day. So I was like, Goddard's my guy this week. I'm gonna go with him at tight end. But I was just building up my roster, and Hopkins was the best mid cost receiver I could find to build up my lineup. He was the last
which
guy I
is
picked.
so weird because I remember seeing him like in the 50, like the 5,000s. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
I think he's like 55 or 54 or something like that. And he was the last one I picked.
Hopkins.
Oh,
Hang on, let me
57.
look.
He was 5,700.
Yeah,
57.
And
I remember
look up here.
the Goddard, when I saw you had Goddard on your squad, I was like, dude, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. What made you get on him? But yeah, that was pretty solid. Pretty solid move. But tight ends I'd been struggling with, but luckily Schultz had that kind of late touchdown there, so it saved him. He ended up getting 19 points.
Yeah, and then Ritter took him down the field in a minute and got him in position for a field goal.
Yeah.
After Stroud just took them down, that was a fun ending. J-Vi, why didn't you enter your lineup into the Milly, dude? Your best one. What are you doing? Wake up. Don't go to sleep.
Should have entered mine too.
You should have. You want some more.
I should have played it in all of them. I should have played the 187 lineup in all of them, but I mixed it up and put 3 different lineups out there.
All right. Speaking of the Milly was 259.18. Here it is. Joe Burrow, Breece Hall, David Montgomery, Jordan Addison, Jamar Chase, Adam Thielen, Dallas Goedert, Achane, and the Jets defense. Boom. Only guy that was over 40 was Montgomery. Montgomery and Breece Hall were very popular, and Achane. But they all delivered. So, hey, when it hits, it hits. So the contest I was in had a higher score, which was Hurts, Monty, Achane, Rashee Rice, Jamar, Thielen, Goddard, Breece Hall, and then New Orleans defense. And that one actually, that was a 10,000 top prize. How much is that dude kicking himself? Because he's going to see the Milly. I mean, don't get me wrong, 10K is nice, but that's got to hurt.
When it's compared to a Milly. Jeez.
Sorry to that guy. Okay, we got a game on Monday night. Las Vegas is at home taking on the Packers. That was week 5. We got them all. Over under for this game is 45, and the Raiders favored by 2. Primetime Man Dime Hot Guys brought to you by our Big Third Down app. Go buy it. It's in a link. I updated our profile on Twitter where you can go and just click on the button, take you right to our store, buy the hat. Big Third Down. When is it not a big third down? Trying to get George Kittle one of those things. He understands. All right. Tex, give us your Primetime Man Dime Hot Guy.
Only because I don't know who the quarterback is right now for Las Vegas. I'm going with the Packers D. 6,000.
I like it.
I think it's a good bet. They have Devontae Adams is questionable. Not sure who the quarterback is. And so I don't know. That's just how I'm feeling. That's what my fantasy gut is telling me right now. Is it Hoyer?
Packers.
Is it Garoppolo? Is it Aiden O'Connell? Don't know.
Aiden O'Connell slings that thing, but dude, Tex is a defensive homer. He always wants to play the defense in the captain.
I played the captain the Cowboys the other night, but that's hurting me right now bad. That's the only reason I'm not winning the showdown.
Killing me, man. R. Kelly, y'all killing me.
Trapped in the closet
all right,
right now.
Javi said Jordan Love breakout game. He's back on Jordan Love again.
Played him.
This dude can't. This dude has a problem not quitting. He can't quit. Can't quitting. I'm giving you Romeo Doubs. Give him to me. The Packers are underdogs on the road. He's had 12 and 13 targets his last 2 games. Romeo Doubs. Let's go, dude. Out there in Las Vegas. Give it to him. Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Julieta burning cigars because you're going to be celebrating that you win the Milly because you played Romeo Doubs in your captain.
It's Romeo and Jordan.
Could you also do a backup man-dime hot guy with Jacoby Myers with Devontae Adams questionable right now? Could he be a decoy? Breakout game.
Devontae Adams?
Yeah.
Jacoby can play now. Jimmy G loved him some Jacoby.
That's my lineup right now. My roster right now is Packers D, Dubes, Jacobs, Love, Myers, and Watson.
Double wideouts on the Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to captain AJ Dillon?
What? Why? Is Aaron done? Oh, he's questionable. Amy. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. It'd be time for Dillon to break
Quick
out.
update on the game. There's third quarter is ending right now. Niners are up 28-10, knocking on the doorstep again. About to get ugly.
Big fourth quarter.
You said Dak was a fourth quarter guy. That's twice in my lineups, by the way. Deebo Samuel, who I had captain, and Juszczyk in the lineup, both got stopped on the 6-inch line.
Did they really?
Yes. Juszczyk just got stopped.
Man.
Killing me.
That's a bummer.
That's like Pacheco right there. Pacheco always gets stopped on the 6-inch line, and then they put somebody else in.
Butch
almost happened to him twice today.
Man dying for Monday night?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna go Jimmy G.
Woo!
He practiced fully on Friday, so I think he's gonna play.
Okay, he's coming off concussion.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see here. Let's get into the last segment. Hang banners, talk a little college football. What do we say? Continue with the Stewie. Hey, let's get it, dude. Play our theme music. Okay, here we go. This segment's brought to you by Really Neat Outfitters. Promo code GOES. Spend $60, get free shipping, 10% off your order at checkout. Really Neat Outfitters. Our passions are family, salty air and smiles, coastal flair, and Carolina roots make our designs as original as every design that we put on a hat, which we do have out now, the Big Third Down hat. Big Third Down. Go by it, www.raeo.live, or check our Twitter profile or Instagram. College football, week 6, boys. Ironclad lock games that will deliver. My don't sleep on them game was Marshall and NC State, and it delivered. Marshall blew it late. Blew it. NC State was starting that freshman quarterback. Game with that dog in it, William & Mary and UVA. The Tribe almost did it. They lost by, I think, 13.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Wazoo and UCLA, that was our playoff model, or my playoff model game. Wazoo lost. We are going to have to do some serious revamping to the playoff model, boys. Any thoughts on the playoff model? We were trying to figure it out via group message.
I mean,
it's just a model.
Yeah.
I mean,
both Air Force and Wyoming still unranked. Wyoming is just outside and just ahead of Air Force. But I think those guys are deserving of being in both squads.
No,
Especially Air
Wyoming has
Force.
a loss.
They do.
To Texas.
Wyoming does have a loss. We're not putting JMU in there, even though they're one of the only ones left.
Nope, can't do it. They aren't even eligible.
Can't do it. Nope, they aren't. You're right. They can't win, right? Don't they have to wait two years? So they can't be in our playoff model. There we go. We just figured it out.
Mm-hmm. They're not going to be in there. And
we did have 22 undefeated.
We
did have 22. Texas is no longer undefeated. Maryland's not undefeated. They're going to be out.
Talk about
Washington State lost.
Implosion too.
Marshall lost. JMU and Air Force were off. Fresno State lost. I mean, we're going to be down to like 9 or 10 undefeateds here, boys. Somewhere around there. So our playoff model was Kentucky. They lost.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was Air Force. Then it was
blown out.
Wazoo. Did Kittle just catch another touchdown?
No, juice.
So Kentucky lost, Air Force idle, Washington State lost, USC. They look bad, and then Maryland lost, and Ohio State won, and Oklahoma won. So now the decision is: do we put them in the model?
Well, Washington and Oregon are in a playing game for sure.
Okay, so we got a playing game there.
Mm-hmm.
We got to find another playing game. We may have to dip it into the one-lossers. J-Vi's game, Fresno State at Wyoming. His don't sleep on him. Hey, he told you, don't sleep on Wyoming. Guess what?
That was a great game.
Oh, it was phenomenal. Phenomenal. Kentucky at UGA. There you go. There's Greg. Greg chiming in. How about them dogs? They got that dog in him. J-Vi had him on his got that dog in him game.
And they did.
So,
Kentucky was
befuddled
from the beginning.
They were overwhelmed, and Brock Bowers should be up for the Heisman, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
And then his playoff model jump was Maryland and Ohio State. Maryland hung with him for a while, but then Ohio State pulled away. So, Tex, that was also your don't sleep on them game. Run down your games.
I mean, Maryland-Ohio State was a great game going into halftime, and then the second half happened, and especially the fourth quarter. Maryland just could not keep up with what they were doing in the first quarter or the first half. LSU-Mizzou, that was a dogfight. Another great game. Yeah, tiger fight. That was a tiger fight. Jungle. To see who's king of the jungle.
Frosted Flakes, King of the Jungle Bowl.
Yeah. And then, of course, the OU-Texas Red River Shootout.
Rivalry. Don't appropriate it.
I'm just saying, it's middle of the season doesn't really mean anything.
Do what?
Dude, he's trying.
It doesn't mean anything.
Both. Him and J-Vi both sitting up here saying it's not a big deal.
It's the perfect week. It's the perfect week to lose. Early in the year, both teams ranked high.
No, there's never
lots of other upsets.
A good week to lose.
That's loser talk, dude.
You got the Pac-10 playing each other. Gonna totally cannibalize themselves, and they're gonna be right there at like number 5 or 6, waiting.
Texas being back is let's let everybody else do the work for us, and we'll just sneak in there.
And then we'll take the natty.
Not if you have to play Oklahoma, dude.
I'm just telling you.
I'm just telling you. Y'all got out physical. Texas got out physical. They got bullied.
Hear me say it. Texas is still going to win the Big 12.
That would be an awesome rematch in the Big 12. I have to admit.
It'll be phenomenal.
That would be phenomenal. All right. Butch P, dude. All your games. Dog in them. Don't sleep on them. Playoff model.
I try to tell you from the get-go, this thing was like Secretariat coming out the gate. And once you got going, it was gone. Louisville Cardinals did it to them. See ya, Notre Dame.
Dude, Louisville's appears to be for real. That coach has them humming.
Dude,
Yeah,
now here's a
Yeah.
thought. So Louisville was ranked 25th, right? So the one-loss Notre Dame team that they thought was 10th in the country, shouldn't Louisville be in top 10 now?
They're 14.
They're going to be in ours. We don't care what they say.
Yeah, I mean they're going to be in our top 4. I mean they're in the model.
We're the brokers of truth around here for college football. We're not going to sit up there and give a rat's behind what you did 20 years ago because you have some pedigree. Talk about this year, SEC 3-6 out of conference against Power Fives.
If Texas was the 3rd ranked team in the country, Oklahoma should be ranked 3rd. They have the same record. They both were undefeated. You thought Texas was 3, Oklahoma was 12. Oklahoma should jump to 3. They're undefeated. They beat the 3rd team.
Get them up there.
Hey, get
anything
them up
on
there.
that text?
No.
Okay. Hang the banner. Let's
Agree.
hang some banners. Uh-oh. What just happened? Fred Warner has the ball. This is going south, boys. It's early in the 4th. Dak interception counter is rising exponentially as we speak. Hang the banner. I'm going first. Let me hang the banner for the guy on the sideline in the end zone, corner of the end zone, who was taking pictures of the Rutgers.
Oh my gosh.
The
It's over.
Rutgers. We're watching the back. Oh, he just said it, folks. Live on the air. Live on the air. He said
over.
it.
No way. There's no way we score 4 touchdowns in the next 14 minutes.
They're going to have to do the end of this podcast somber as all get out as I sit up here and gloat in their faces. Luckily, I didn't put anything on the document, so I won't read it. But my hang the banner is the Rutgers game. The guy was taking photos, and the quarterback rolled out, one-hopped it. Oh, no. Oh, no. The quarterback rolled out, one-hopped it. The ball hits the turf, skips up, hits the cameraman right in the nether regions. And he hit the deck and folded like a lawn chair. Dude, it is a hilarious video.
What banner will you hang on that? Sorry,
dude,
about
he's going viral. He's immortalized right now. A banner's the least we could do.
He's looking like the dudes off of World Cup Soccer from Nintendo.
Yes. So hang the banner to that guy because he's going to be up there with the put it in reverse Terry's and the you're not that guy, pal, and the snake guy from the early YouTube years.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a snake. All right. Tex, hang a banner.
Congratulations to the 49ers on getting a regular season win. That's my banner. Congrats.
I'll make sure that gets out there.
17. We got what week are we on here? Week 5?
Week 5.
Yeah, we got 12 more games to play.
Yep. Butch B, hang a banner.
You won a game. Congrats.
Live on the air.
All right.
Butch B, hang a banner.
Hanging a banner for all the teams that didn't have to play this week. You're still safe.
Hang the banner. Oh, that was hang the banner. Brought to you by a big third down hat. Other relevant news. Let's close this thing out. Hockey's back
Tuesday.
Yes, triple header. ESPN. No free shout outs.
Ooh, tacos.
Dude, top shelf tacos.
Ooh.
And apples and hangly danglies. October is ramping up, dude.
Black
it's
biscuit
ramping
tacos.
up. But yeah, hockey's back. I think the Penguins play, right? Don't they play?
Penguins play Chicago.
Oh yeah.
The Sidney Crosby,
passing of the
they're calling
torch.
it Sid versus the Kid.
Oh, they're saying they're already starting his farewell tour.
We're like Sidney Crosby's 36 years old.
Means he still has like 20 more years in hockey play.
No, dude. No way. The way he plays, there's no way.
What's he play? He just runs around. He just skates around the ice and complains. He could do that forever.
No, dude. He gets in the corners and digs.
No, he does not.
Yeah, he does.
There was
Watch
2
him
years
play.
in hockey you couldn't touch Sidney Crosby.
Are there corners on the ring?
He gets in there in the corners and digs. Grinds it out.
Butch. Okay, other news. Rangers are going to go 82-0 this year. Cam Newton is on everybody's podcasts and interviews talking about how he won't play for the Jets because you're not going to pinch pennies with him. He will not play for you for $5.5 million, and then proceeded to give advice on to other quarterbacks on how to play the game. He's like y'all are out there making them think too much, man. You got to feel more. Like y'all are putting too much in their heads with all these formulas and numbers, and it's like what? Don't listen to him. There's a reason he's not playing. Whatever. Anyways, and then Brock Osweiler, dude, you got the skills to announce games. He was announcing the USC, but every time the play-by-play guy he'd sound real low like this, and then he'd cut it to Brock, and Brock Osweiler is going. Sounds like he's out there in the middle of a hurricane for the Weather Channel. He's going, yeah, this guy, and it's like, dude, hey, take it down a notch. All right, Tex, you wrote that in there?
Yep. We got, well, I don't know what the score of the Astros game is right now, but Astros and Twins playing right now.
It was 8-5.
Who's winning that one? But the Astros are up 1-0 right now. Rangers are ahead 2-0 in the series, and they're pitching their stud Tuesday.
6-2.
Dodgers got absolutely shellacked. Kershaw pulled after a 6-run outing. Embarrassed, really.
Dude,
Was it the
Kershaw?
Wasn't it the first inning?
Oh, yeah.
He didn't. I said he's Clayton Kershaw because he couldn't find a K anyway.
Dude, wow. And then you got the Braves right now. They're fighting. They're battling.
Bravos. Yeah, they're in one
battling.
with the Phillies, right?
Yeah. That's probably the best series of the round right now.
Mm-hmm.
But if the Rangers win and the Astros win, it'll be an all Texas championship series. And that's a bitter rivalry.
He's trying to find ways for Texas to be back somehow because clearly football is not back in Texas. All right, WOAT-A-MAKER. I think Javi won. Javi won the main slate. Tex won. You might do a clean sweep on the showdown, so that moves you up the leaderboard. Bush P, did you win anything? Hey,
well, hang on.
I had a good NASCAR weekend.
Did you play Kittle, AK?
I cashed in it. I did not play Kittle, which is disgusting to me. I should have known. Anyways, hey, recommend our show to a friend, your friend's friend, everybody's friends, then your family, their friends, everyone. We like to have fun.
I'm not going to do a clean sweep because my defense is absolutely killing me.
In your captain spot?
Yeah.
Yeah, give it up 42 to the Niners. And there's still a quarter to go, so they could get worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Kittle's got almost 30 points, though. Got 28 right now.
Yeah, recommend our show. Follow us on our website. Talk to us on social medias. On YouTube, the Milly Goats, Rumble, the Milly Goats, Twitter, at Milly Goats, down there in my little cube there.
Oh, no. Dak.
Instagram, at the Milly Goats. Website, blog, www.millygoats.godaddylive.com. And then, or GoDaddy.com. I'm sorry. I'm watching the end of this 49ers game. Or apparel at www.reo.live. Subscribe to the show. Leave us a review. Leave us a rating. All that stuff helps us out. We would do the same for you. As it stands right now, folks, the 49ers are up 42-10, and there's still 13 minutes to go. So this
Dak
could get
through.
way.
What number of interception is that in the game for Dak?
I think he was at. Oh no, that's. Oh no.
I know. I told you. That's why I was saying. Oh no.
That's why I was so distracted. Oh no, Dak. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Well, folks, we will see you on. When is it? Wednesday night. Let's talk week 6. Go Niners.